Shifting focus to the other story that we're tracking, Foreign Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj is expected to meet her Pakistani counterpart, but we still don't know if they're going to actually talk and hold discussions. Meanwhile, now to the latest in the two-week standoff between China and India in Ladakh, the situation has finally been brought under control. According to a spokesperson in China's defense ministry, things have now been sorted out. The standoff that had been going on for more than 2 weeks had raised question marks over the success of the recent talks between India and China. PLA senior Colonel Geng Yangsheng, who is a spokesperson for the Ministry of Defense, told India today that the Chinese military and the Indian army had made a timely exchange on their differences to the mechanisms that are in place to address the recent incidents. Meanwhile, India's External Affairs Minister, after meeting Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, confirmed that India and China have resolved the standoff in Ladakh.
जब शी जिनपिंग वहां थे, उस समय जो घटना बॉर्डर पे घटी थी, उसकी कहीं ना कहीं छाया उस विजिट पर पड़ रही थी, जबकि वो विजिट अपने आप में बहुत हिस्टोरिकल थी। इतने अच्छे नतीजे उस विजिट के निकले थे, लेकिन मुझे खुशी है आपको बताते हुए कि दोनों देशों ने बैठ करके इस चीज का समाधान कर लिया है, टाइमलाइंस तय कर ली हैं। 26 तारीख से विड्रॉल शुरू होगा ट्रूप्स का और 30 तारीख तक सारी चीजें खत्म हो जाएंगी कि 1 सितंबर 2014 को जिस पोजीशन पर जिस देश की सेना थी वो वहां वापस चली जाएगी।
Let's get in a word from our Strategic Affairs Editor Gaurav Sawant, who's joining us live this morning. Gaurav, Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj met her Chinese counterpart. It seemed like a friendly meeting, but is it likely to have any real impact on the ground to ensure that this is not repeated?
After meeting her Chinese counterpart Wang Yi, Sushma Swaraj, the External Affairs Minister, made it very clear that she had told him the positivity that had come in India-China relations with President Xi Jinping visiting Ahmedabad and meeting Prime Minister Modi. That was marred by the incursions at the line of actual control. The Chinese Foreign Minister agreed, and the two foreign ministers decided on a timeline for withdrawal, and that is a positive development. So on the 26th of September, the PLA troops will start to withdraw, and by 30th of September, that withdrawal will be complete. Will it happen again? Perhaps it will, but both the sides are agreeing to a new mechanism or moving towards a mechanism where there will be swifter response to such movements along the line of actual control for a speedier resolution of the situation. So far, India insisting that there is positivity in the talks. It is hoped that it will translate also on ground.
All right, Gaurav, stay on with us. Let's also get in a word from Anant Krishnan, India Today's correspondent in Beijing. Anant, India now believes that the Chinese troops will start withdrawing on the 26th. How is the Chinese media reporting this story, and what's the takeaway for them from this meeting with Foreign Affairs Sushma Swaraj?
Yeah, I think what we've seen in the past 48 hours was a significant increase in diplomatic engagement. As the PLA senior colonel told India today, they believe that the situation at the border had been brought under effective control. And the Indian ambassador in China, Ashok Kant, had yesterday and the day before yesterday met with officials in the PLA Defense Ministry as well as in the Foreign Ministry. But as Gaurav said, the big question is if this agreement that's been worked out in the diplomatic channels can be effectively ensured on the ground. And the question is how both sides can prevent a recurrence of such an event.
All right, Anand, thanks so much for bringing us up to date with developments there. Meanwhile, this transgression has been sorted out for now, but are any steps being taken to ensure that these incidents like Tumar and Despang are not repeated? Gaurav Sawant is with us. Gaurav, what are the steps that are being taken by both sides to ensure that this doesn't happen again?
Now, India has told China that the positivity that had come into the relationship when Chinese President Xi Jinping visited Ahmedabad and interacted with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, that mood was soured by incursions along the line of actual control. That should be avoided in future. Will it be avoided completely in the future? Well, sources say that because there is a perception difference in the line of actual control, incursions will happen on both sides. India will go up to its claim line, China will come up to its claim line. But it's the pitching of tents which is a major bone of contention, and both sides are now trying to arrive at a mechanism that neither side's pitch tents in what is perceived to be the other territory. They patrol till their claim line and they go back, but no pitching tents and no staying like in Depsang last year or Chumar this year. But that is just a thought on which both sides are working. There isn't a final resolution on the boundary dispute so far. As Prime Minister Narendra Modi said when he addressed that joint press conference with Chinese President Xi Jinping, it is hope that India and China will move forward and demarcate the line of actual control so that they can move forward on conflict resolution, on this dispute resolution.